Hey, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel. Now, we did brunch, we did lunch, we did dinner, we did dessert. But let's take it back. Let's do breakfast. And today, I got my amazing buttermilk pancakes. It's nothing more simple than pancakes, but it's nothing more delicious than some beautiful, fluffy pancakes. And also, we're gonna use some of my homemade syrup for these wonderful pancakes. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Bistro.
You all on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy gotta cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like a Nino. Plenty bitchin', whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C-note. Switching, keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
So welcome back. So we have our ingredients for our buttermilk pancakes. So we have our wet ingredients on this side, and we have our dry ingredients on this side. And I go through everything that's here. So we got 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we got, and while I'm telling you about the ingredients, I'm gonna go ahead and mix my dry ingredients in, so I'll have to do it later. But we got 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. We got 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We got a teaspoon of garlic powder. We got a teaspoon of baking soda. Did I say garlic powder? I meant baking powder, my bad. And we got a teaspoon of baking soda. So baking powder and baking soda, 1 teaspoon apiece. My bad about that. Thinking about garlic already. Then we got 2 teaspoons of salt, and this is kosher salt. Also, about the kosher salt, make sure you have unsalted butter for the rest of the recipe, because we just put 2 teaspoons in here. And if you have salted butter, that's going to ensure that your pancake is going to be extremely salty. So you always want to be able to control your salt. So anytime you get butter, just make sure it's unsalted butter. All right, so going over to our wet ingredients, we got 2.5 cups of buttermilk. We got a stick of unsalted sweet butter. We got 2 egg yolks and 2 egg whites. And I split the egg yolks and the egg whites because they do 2 different things. So the egg yolks we're going to add in with this, but the egg whites we're going to actually beat them into there like a stiff peak, almost like a meringue, and then we're going to fold them in at the end. And that's going to ensure we have some great fluffy pancakes. So like I said, this mixture is going to expand. So we'll go ahead and switch bowls. So we'll put our dry ingredients in this bowl here. Set that aside. Now, you need 2 tools when mixing this batter. You're going to need a whisk, and then you're going to need a spatula. This is the only time we're going to use this whisk, just to combine the dry ingredients. And then we're going to use it as well to combine the wet ingredients, but that's going to be the only time you're going to use a whisk for this recipe. So let's set this aside here, and we'll go ahead and mix up our wet ingredients. Add in our butter, and I know that's a lot of butter, but come on, we're making pancakes. And then our 2 egg yolks. So we have our wet ingredients mixed up, and we have our dry ingredients mixed up. The next step here is to make this meringue. So just get you a vessel that's big enough to whip it in. I got a plain old storage container. So I'll go ahead and put my egg yolks in there. And you don't have to bring out the big stand mixer for this here. We're just using a hand mixer. And that's why I say get a bowl with it to fit in. So we'll just whip these up. Start low. So I went ahead and got everything set up. Now, guys, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get me some clear Pyrex containers so you guys can see me mixing, so you don't have to be above looking down. But I mean, that's gonna happen. So sorry about that. I didn't think about it before I start filming these type of videos. But we're gonna go ahead and add in all our wet ingredients to our dry ingredients. Like I said, that's when we start using a spatula. We just want to fold these ingredients. Think about pancake batter. You never want to over mix it because it'll ruin the texture of the pancake, which will ruin the quality of the pancake. So you just want to get it incorporated just enough. And with pancake mix, you're gonna see them lumps in there, and that's what you want. If you have a smooth pancake mix, I guarantee you that pancake mix is gonna be dry. It's not gonna be tasty. So just follow these little steps, man, these little tricks, and something as simple as pancakes, you will make them fantastic. So you just want to see that flour just get combined, you know. It's combined. And we also gonna let it rest, so the gluten's gonna be able to rest as well. But you want to just do your part in the beginning to ensure that you have some pretty incredible pancakes. Then we got our egg whites here. We'll go ahead and add that in. Now we incorporated a bunch of air into these egg whites, so we don't want to deflate that air, so we still want to use that same folding technique. So, and I got carpal tunnel, and it came from the field as well, so I'm kind of cautious on the stuff I do, because I mean, carpal tunnel is serious, man. Sometimes I be sitting down for 2-3 days, hands like numb. So, you know, just pay attention to repeating the same motion over and over. But once we get those egg whites incorporated, we're gonna throw a lid on this baby, and then we're gonna set it. We're gonna leave it at room temperature. Just let it set out and do its thing. And you're gonna see that the volume is gonna kind of bloom up a little bit, and we'll get our skillet and we'll begin to cook these delicious buttermilk pancakes. So we back after the resting period, and this is our pancake batter. Like I said, you seen it didn't double in size, but it increased in volume. So we're gonna use this here ladle, and we're gonna go ahead and cook them. Now you can cook your pancakes in a non-stick pan or your pan of choice. I'm going to actually cook mine in the cast iron. I kind of like the little crevices that the cast iron creates, just due from the even layer of temperature that the cast iron gives. So I'm gonna cook mine in the cast iron. Remember, you want to cook these on medium-low heat. You do not want to burn your pancakes. And we're also going to cook with butter. You know, butter got a low smoke point, so we're going to cook the buttermilk pancakes in a cast iron over medium-low heat, and we're going to use butter. Yes, I did say more butter, but come on, they're pancakes. So it's a good learning moment. I got scared, I'll be honest. You know, I messed up too. I got scared and I flipped it too early. And you see what happened. And the first pancake, you always gonna sacrifice that first pancake. Mistakes happen. But for the second one, we know what to do now. We let it go a little bit longer before we flip it. So we'll get this out of the pan. We'll clean all that residual oil out, well, butter out. Then we'll get our other pancake working, and we'll go ahead and perfect this. So You know, I mess up too. Everybody mess up. Think about cooking. You make the mistakes, but you learn from them, and then you continue to push forward. And we're gonna have some beautiful pancakes at the end. So a few things we learned from that. Thing number one, we flipped our pancakes too soon. But thing number two is the reason why. So I had the heat up a little bit too high. So when I started seeing the oil brown, I felt like the pancake is going to be extremely brown. So it's time to flip it. So we eliminated that. We cut the heat down, and now we're going in for our second pancake. And this pancake here should be pretty perfect. So let's go ahead and with it. Now, this is why I like cooking on the cast iron skillet. You see those little crevices, almost like the little spots you see on the moon? You only get that from the cast iron. I don't know what it is, but you always get those little crevices. And the cool thing about those little crevices is it hides the syrup and the butter, so it soaks down into that pancake. So I'm telling you, cook them. If you haven't cooked them in the cast iron skillet, cook them in the cast iron skillet. And check out those crevices, and when you eat it, check out the flavors that these crevices here add. So there you have it. The most incredible pancakes you ever have. Buttermilk pancakes. And normally I won't put that much syrup on there. I just did it for camera purposes. It just looks good on camera. But let's go in for the taste test. I didn't grab a fork because I know I would be standing here. I mean a knife. I knew I would be standing here with only one hand. So let's see what we're working with. That buttermilk, spot on. And they light, fluffy, delicious. You're gonna want to make this recipe. And when you make this recipe, please tag me. You can add me at King Lathan on Instagram or King Lathan on Facebook, or just share this video. If you haven't done so yet, like, comment, subscribe. Share this recipe with your friends and family, and let them know this is a channel they want to support. You supporting the channel, so thank you. But these are incredible. I'm not gonna hold you guys too long this morning. Let you go ahead and cook your breakfast and enjoy it. And always, I want to thank you guys for accepting the invitation into my world, my house, my kitchen. Until next time.